We're going to see how we can generate semantic trajectories using VSSO, SOSA-SSN, and STEP. A combination of those ontologies enabled the generation of trajectories with episodes which have also semantic annotations. This is a demo for the Web Conference 2018. First of all, we use here the OpenXC vehicle simulator, which we run locally. Its interface is available on port 50,000, and it generates and updates regularly a JSON file displaying vehicle status, which is in practice a number of signals which are known and dynamically updated. It is available also locally on port 50,001. This is interface. We can control here the vehicle with the main actual control we have, steering wheels and pedals, as well as the brake and a certain number of control which driver have. It dynamically updates a certain number of signals which we are interested in and which we will map with the VSSO. So first of all, we create a graph and add the vehicle's attributes. Using this URL, our inputs are a configuration file under format CSV. This is a list of known signals, where to request them. In practice, we use the vehicle signal specification from GenEV to define them. For instance, signal drivetrain.transmission.speed is the VSS name defined for the signal speed. And where to find them, either URI of the source of data, so the vehicle simulator, and its local name, vehicle speed, or vehicle underscore speed, which is its name in the generated JSON file. Second input is VSS ontology and turtle serialization, where we define all a certain number of vehicle signals and branch. Here, for instance, vehicle speed is defined as a class, subclass of observable signals. Again, in this VSS ontology, it is based on the SOSA pattern of properties, actual observable properties. It has direct labels and commands from VSS and is restricted on which sensor can produce it, here a VSS speedometer, and on which, with which unit we may define it. Visually it looks like this, visualized with labels, not directly with URIs of classes and properties. So speed is a subclass of observable signals with two restrictions, one on its unit and one on the object property is observed by. Second, we create this graph from those two resources we had. This produces RDF-based representation of a static car. Here again, under total serialization, we can see the signal definition for 4 signals based on the configuration file we had previously. Here, steering wheel angle is defined as, again, a SOSA observable property with its label and restriction in its unit. The vehicle is generated at this point. It's a unique blank node defined as a geo feature, as a moving object, as a VSO automobile for the vehicle sales ontology, defining what the car is. And it contains a certain number of features in this vehicle sales ontology, which are all the sensors it embeds. For instance, speedometer is one of those features. Then we can add observations based on the SOSA specification and its pattern about what are observation. We can include them in this graph. So from this URL, we define a duration of observation, here 20 seconds, a period of observation, once again here, and a certain number of signals which we want to observe based on the final term within the VSS name of those signals. So it generates a certain number of observations. Here, blank node is an observation attached with its coordinate, lat long visible here, a phenomenon type, and a feature of interest, which is the car. It has a result, which is in a QDT ontology defined as a quantity value with a numeric value defined this way, and made by a specific sensor, and which has also an observed property. Here, the observed property is vehicle speed. So the sensor used is a speedometer as visible on the right side. We also on the fly generate a step trajectory, and the road trajectory contains. In this case, we define this trajectory with two features, which are the steering wheel angle and the vehicle speed. We will use those features later to define an abstracted representation of trajectory segments and episodes based on inferences we can make on those two signals. Trajectory has a certain number of fixed points, which are basically the same points as observation points. So they are mapped one with another. Then we may want to serialize this graph into a CSV file to be compliant with existing standards for trajectory representation. So we use this URL and function reduce, and then a certain number of signals which we want to include. Our output is a CSV file describing latitude, longitude, time, datetime format, and a certain number of given signal values based on what we want. Then we define two use cases which we are interested in. The first one is the visualization and representation of the evolution of a given signal. In this case, we are interested in, for instance, an evolution during 20 seconds with a period of 1 second of the signal angle, namely VSS steering wheel angle, with a specific offset. The idea, pretty straightforward, is that two consecutive values, if the difference is bounded by the offset, then we consider the segment as constant, which means in this case the angle would be labeled as constant on the specific segment. Otherwise, it would be either labeled as increasing or decreasing depending on the situation. It generates a certain number of fixed points, which we already had, which create the semantic description on episodes within step. So a trajectory episode looks like this. It is composed of a certain number of fixed points and a semantic description. In this one, decreasing value. For all segments have their sets of fixed point and an episode label. In this use case, we define three: constant value, decreasing value, and increasing value. So from this representation of trajectories annotated with segments representing the evolution of a signal, a given signal, we can make a visualization here with Google Map based on those two information, the fixed points attached to whatever label and semantic description we attach to them. Second use case we had, smooth driving, consists in looking specifically at two signals, the steering wheel angle and the speed of the vehicle. And the idea is that in this case we are not only interested in seeing how they evolve, but how a combination of both can be used for labeling. More practically, we use the same evolution duration period as before, but then in this case we take two offsets and state that a segment of this trajectory would be labeled as smooth if and only if both signals, both features of this semantic trajectory remain bounded by those two offsets. Our output looks the same with trajectory episodes and two potential semantic description, smooth and not smooth, as visible here. Same set of fixed points are directly attached to it. The episode label uses the same object property, and therefore we can also make a visualization based on this representation of trajectory. In this case, a representation of the smooth driving label, this binary one, is either black or white, black if not smooth, white if smooth. As visible, as we use a simulation of car data, we do not have to follow routes, and therefore many trajectories have this tendency of crossing roads and crossing points of interest. It actually makes sense.